It's 9 p.m. on the East Coast of America, and live from the WACA studios, this is Good Night. We begin tonight with a story of heroism from none other than Machete himself, the famous actor Danny Trejo. Last Thursday, the 75-year-old action star was driving behind a car that flipped over after a collision in Los Angeles. He and another Samaritan raced to save the grandmother and baby that were trapped in the overturned car and successfully rescued both victims of the wreck. The actor distracted the baby while the grandmother was being treated for injuries. Both victims are reportedly okay. And Trejo's advice during the interview was to always keep kids in car seats and pay attention. Trejo is in the upcoming Dora the Explorer live-action film as Dora's sidekick, Monkey Boots. So the studios are probably happy with the inadvertent promotion. It's an amazing act performed by an amazing person, and Hollywood has taken notice and has already greenlit a whole franchise involving Trejo saving people from crazy situations. Building collapses, car wrecks, flash floods are his specialty. Random acts of heroism, 1, 2, and 3, are being filmed as we speak and should be coming to a theater near you the next couple years. Hollywood never fails to capitalize on a trend. Speaking of Hollywood, Universal Pictures canceled the premiere and release of their new movie, The Hunt, after backlash from political pundits and even Donald Trump himself. The movie follows a most dangerous game presence where snobby rich people hunt poorer people for sport. Due to the violent nature of the film, as well as the prevalence of guns throughout the trailers, Universal states that they pulled some advertisements in the wake of the two mass shootings that occurred in Dayton and El Paso last weekend. But in the wake of Trump's tirade on violent media, video games, and movies included, he subtweeted The Hunt, which uses decidedly coded stereotypes of liberal Hollywood elites playing the snobby rich people and deep South conservatives as the poorer people. Some conservatives, including Fox News, saw this as an attack on Republicans as a base, but upon actually viewing the trailer, that's not what's really going on. The liberal elites are decidedly bad guys, and the deep South conservatives are decidedly the heroes. But either way, because of this backlash, the film has been pulled, which will more than likely have a Streisand effect on the film. Because it got pulled, people are going to want to see it more, just like when Sony pulled the release of Seth Rogen and James Franco's The Interview over threats from North Korea. I'm sure what would have originally been a critically and monetarily mediocre film just got a whole lot more popular because of this controversy. It seems like we have dumb Disney news to share every week, and this week, unfortunately, is no different. Disney has announced that they plan to remake the popular Christmas movie franchise Home Alone. In the age where everything Disney is getting remade, from The Lion King to Mulan, we probably should have seen this coming. But even still, the star of the original Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, took to Twitter to give an outlook on what Home Alone would look like in 2019. He also asked Disney to call him if they were looking for casting, which would be the only way I'm seeing this movie, to be honest. But we think Disney is overstepping their bounds on this one. It's easy to remake The Lion King. It's a timeless story. Same with Mulan. But getting Home Alone to work in 2019 is going to be the hardest part. It just doesn't seem to make sense as a premise. To demonstrate, Connor and Todd decided to try their hand at the remake. Check it out. Everything? We're good?
Sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, it will be a brand new day. My heart won't hurt so bad. Blue skies will chase the rain away.
Todd?
I long to not feel so sad. Just skip jump on my way. Sure as the moonlight glows so brightly, I'll be feeling fine, I know. I can see that
You left without me.
silver lining. It's getting clearer every day. Dark.
Hello?
Why are you calling me from the back?
Yeah, idiot, you left without me.
Yeah, I'll be there in like 2 seconds. Give me a second.
Yeah, I know you're in a rush. Just come back and get me. We're gonna miss our flight.
That saying must be true. Just live one day at a time. Your soul will guide you through and through. Sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, I'll look for that sunshiny day.
The movie doesn't have a release date yet, but the news comes after Disney acquired Fox and will reportedly be released on Disney's streaming service, which is set to release in November of this year. In music news, Grammy-nominated singer Mike Posner was taken to the hospital during his walk across America after being bitten by a rattlesnake in Colorado. The Cooler Than Me and I Took a Pill in Ibiza singer began his walk from New Jersey to California back in March, stopping to play songs in selected towns along the way and documented it all on social media. He was 1,800 miles in out of a 2,400-mile journey when he was bit and airlifted to the closest hospital. He was treated with an anti-venom and has to spend a few weeks recuperating, but he's hopeful that he'll be back on the road in no time. The experience, while scary for sure, will no doubt inspire many Grammy-winning tracks like I Got Bit in Colorado. We're pulling for a speedy recovery, Mike. That's going to do it for the news this week. Stay tuned for Lucy's Burdge This Week in Music History. In addition from some bits from our crew celebrating Julian French Fry Day. And don't go anywhere because we have what's trending on Twitter to discuss, in addition to an interview with the owner of Turtle Boy Sports. So keep it locked right here to Good Night.
This is Lucy Burdge with Good Nights This Week in Music History. We begin in 1956 when Elvis Presley's double-sided hit Don't Be Cruel and Hound Dog was released. In 1965, the Beatles arrived at JFK Airport in New York for their tour of North America. Also in 1965, Sonny and Cher started a 3-week run at #1 on the US singles chart with I Got You Babe. In 1966, John Lennon held a press conference at the Astor Towers Hotel in Chicago and apologized for his remarks, saying that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. Also in 1966, Lovin' Spoonful started a 3-week run at #1 on the US singles chart with Summer in the City. Great song. In 1977, Elvis died. He was found dead lying on the floor in his bathroom. He officially died of heart failure. In 1991, Nirvana shot the video for Smells Like Teen Spirit at GMT Studios in Culver City, California. In 2002, Bruce Springsteen started a 3-week run at #1 on the US album chart with The Rising, the singer's 5th US #1. In 2005, P. Diddy appeared on the Today Show and announced that he was changing his stage name again, dropping the P and referring to himself just as Diddy. And in 2018, Aretha Franklin died in Detroit at the age of 76. This has been Lucy Burdge for Good Nights This Week in Music History. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Lucille Burdge for both.
Hi guys, and welcome to National Julian French Fry Day.
So what are we doing today for this exquisite day?
Well, we gotta prepare ourselves some julienne fries.
Right. So we've actually created some homegrown, all-natural, non-GMO fries. Todd, if you want to get those out for us. Very nice.
So we preheated the oven to 450, and now we gotta spread these in even layers across the sheet.
Even later. But also, Todd, did you know that Belgians actually eat more fries than anyone else in the world?
Okay.
Belgium consumes more fried potatoes per capita than any other country, some 165 pounds per person annually. Should we put the sea salt on now or later, Todd?
I think we need to get it on now that we kind of have it in an even layer across that baking sheet. There's never enough salt. I think there's enough salt now, though.
Okay.
Makes it nice and difficult.
Did you know, who do you think brought fries to America?
The one and only Mr. Jefferson. I've learned
Thomas
this.
Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson probably first encountered sliced fried potatoes while serving as the American ambassador to France, where fries has been enjoyed since at least 1760. French verb friery.
So we'll throw these in the oven, and we'll come back with more facts, and we'll enjoy these French fries.
Absolutely. Perfectly made pommes frites.
All right, now they're nice and ready.
Thanks for tuning in to our Julienne Fries Day celebration, and we'll be back with some more good night.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right.